have belief? Do you have faith? I do not consider myself a religious person. However, I have both belief and faith that everything in my life has happened for a specific reason. Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and future guests that will be joining us soon. There have been many events in my life that have led up to where I am currently. And there are two major things that I'm very, very grateful for. First of all is the jobs that I'm working right now. Not only am I a group fitness instructor teaching fitness classes, but I'm also an educational instructor up at the college and at the library. And the different events in my life have led me up to that. However, there's one more thing that has led me up to this point in my life that I am very grateful for, and that is my girlfriend, Grace. The more I think about it, the more I look at her, the more I think about what has brought me to this point in my life, what even brought us together. There's many, many events. As many of you know, I teach a fit camp. I teach a fit camp in the park. I would not have been able to teach a fit camp in the park Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10 a.m. had I still been in my job that I had for 14 years. So let's just say I was fired from my job a year and a half ago, a little bit more than that at this point, I would not have been able to begin the fit camp, which she found on Meetup, and I would not have met her. How awful would that have been? Because I know right now that we are going to be spending the rest of our life together. There's no doubt about it, because things are just falling into place. Now, that job that I worked at for 14 years, what does that have to do with meeting Grace or teaching at the college? Well, it has a lot to do with it. It prepared me. See, during that time, Grace was married. So obviously, had I met her during that time, it would have been pointless because the timing was off. Because I believe timing is very, very important. And I have faith that the timing will happen at the appropriate time. Now, why did I have that job for 14 years? Because a friend of mine said, during a time that I was in between jobs, "Hey, Jim, I have this friend that you might want to go talk to him. You could probably do some work for this guy." And I said, "Oh, okay. This is actually the job leading up to that one. I know it's very complicated, isn't it?" Let me back up a little bit further. I studied engineering in school, mechanical engineering. And I had the opportunity to get a civil engineering scholarship. I know, right? It was only $500, but when you're in college, you got to fight for every little dollar that you can get, correct? So I got the civil engineering certificate, grant, whatever it was, a little bit of money. It really wasn't. It was a small scholarship that helped me out. And I was studying civil engineering, which led me to the job that I got with Lucky Concrete. Because obviously that's not mechanical engineering, that's civil engineering. Well, it's obvious to some of us, maybe not to all of us. But that's more civil engineering than it is mechanical, because I'm out evaluating concrete. I'm estimating concrete costs on what it's going to cost for people to come in and have their concrete poured, building stem walls and doing these different things with concrete. And then also I had to go out onto the large pours that they call it when they were building these buildings, and I was the safety inspector. I was also the person verifying the blueprints to make sure that everything was being poured in the right place. However, that job came to an end after about a year and a half, which was fine and led me to being available. And a friend of mine says, "Hey, Jim, why don't you go talk to Mr. Rod Hall over at Rod Hall International?" I'm like, "What does that have to do with engineering?" He said, "Absolutely nothing." I'm like, "Oh, good. I'm going to go try that then." So for 2 years, I worked for Rod Hall International. I started off doing tire seminars. Nothing to do with engineering, right? Who cares? I was having a great time. It's all good. And then, one thing led to another. Well, I became the service manager, and then I became the race team manager. It was all good. I was there for a couple of years, and then got laid off from that. While I was there, though, we had purchased a program called SolidWorks, 3D modeling program. And that is what led me to the next opportunity. Because the person that sold us that software, his name was Brett Sheldon. So when I got laid off from Rod Hall International, I called up Brett and said, "Hey, Brett, is there any chance that you need someone to to use SolidWorks for you? And he said, well, yes, Jim. We got together, and once again, the rest is history. 14 years. Because everything happens for a reason. Now, did I enjoy my 14 years? No, not at all. But everything, and I could go back further. I could go back to grade school and all that, and I could tell you all the different events that have happened in my life, some good, some not so good, that led me to where I am currently. And had those events not happened, I would not be teaching at the college. I would not have met Grace. How disappointing would that have been? Fellow Toastmasters, I ask you, do you have faith? Do you have belief that everything is happening in your life for a reason? Regardless of whether you are in a good position right now, or maybe you're in a challenging position right now. I don't know what's going on in your life, but I do know that if you wake up every morning and say to yourself, this is happening for the right reason, and you just need to put on a smile, do your best, get through your day, and focus on the results that you want. Grace and I have, it is so awesome for us to be together every day. And now I am learning that she actually has interest, hopefully not just supporting me, but actually has an interest in the different aspects of my life. You know, health and nutrition, Herbalife. We're getting into real estate together now. She wants to help me, support me in my speaking career. Apparently she doesn't want to speak from stage like me. I don't know why not. But she's interested in these different aspects of my life. And that is something that I've had in the back of my mind for a long time. When I meet the woman that should be with me, she's not just going to support me, but she's actually going to be involved and be interested in being involved in the things that I do. And I am so grateful these days for all the events in my life that have happened that brought me to where I am currently. So fellow Toastmasters, I ask you, have the events in your life led up to where you are today for a good reason? If you're having a challenge right now, can you see the light? And do you have faith that everything is happening for the right reason? Madam Toastmaster.